Hello and welcome. Here you'll have a review of Misericordia's EPO plan. My name is Joseph Young, and I'm the Manager of Employee Benefits here at Misericordia. EPO stands for Exclusive Provider Organization. Here we have a detailed report of what this plan entails. Up at the top, you'll notice that we reiterate EPO stands for Exclusive Provider Organization. That essentially means that there is no out-of-network benefits for this particular plan. You must always go and see a provider that is in network. Otherwise, you'll be responsible for 100% of the charges. This plan and the other two plans that Misericordia offers for medical coverage uses the Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois network and the National PPO network. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois network is the largest, most accepted insurance carrier in the entire Chicago area. Next, we have the employee level enrollments that are available here with this particular plan. You have employee only, employee plus spouse, employee plus children, and employee plus family. Remember, you can enroll your legal spouse into this plan. You must be able to potentially show a marriage certificate if you're going to enroll your spouse in this plan. Also, you may enroll your children. Your children are any legal dependents that you have, up until the age of 26. Note, we have outlined here for you the employee biweekly cost. We also have, for this particular plan, it is $94.54, and Misericordia's biweekly cost that they contribute, you can see it's the lion's share of the cost of this plan. It's $231.45. Then we've also annualized the cost as to what it costs you for an entire year to be enrolled in this plan. The employer cost here, which Misericordia pays, is $6,017.68. With regard to your premiums for this plan, remember that the premiums are taken out pre-tax. That means that you are lowering your taxable income when you pay your premiums for this particular plan and all other benefits that Misericordia has to offer. Next, we have the deductible. Remember, you have a deductible before the insurance carrier makes any payments. You have an individual deductible of $200 and a family deductible of $400. After you've paid your deductible, you have coinsurance. Coinsurance is the shared cost between the carrier and you, the subscriber. The carrier, Blue Cross Blue Shield, pays 80% and you pay 20%. You pay this amount until you've met your out-of-pocket limit. Out-of-pocket limit is the most that you'll pay in a calendar year. Please note that the deductible actually is subtracted from the out-of-pocket limit. So after you've paid a $200 individual deductible, that is then subtracted from the $1,000 out-of-pocket limit. And then the same applies for the family deductible and the family out-of-pocket limit. Remember, with this plan, you do have copays. So whether you're seeing your primary care physician, your PCP, or your specialist, you're always going to have a $20 copay that you'll have to pay. This plan also offers urgent care. An in-network urgent care provider is available to you for just $50 copays. Remember, urgent care is the most affordable option for medical treatment that requires urgent attention. Usually this is in place of what would have normally have been a regular doctor's appointment. If you have a true emergency, you should go to the emergency room. As it relates to diagnostics, labs, and x-rays, those are all covered via your deductible and your coinsurance. There's no copays for these kinds of services. You pay for the charges with your deductible and your coinsurance. Adult preventative care is an important thing for employees here at Misericordia because your adult preventative care can cover your annual exam and physical that's required for employment here. Your annual checkup is covered at 100%. However, if during the appointment you request additional care other than what is covered under your annual preventative care, you'll be subject to copays, deductibles, and out-of-pocket limits. The same applies for well child care. It's covered at 100% also. The emergency room coverage with this particular plan requires a $100 copay. It is waived if you're admitted to the hospital. This plan does cover chiropractic services. You have a 25 visit limit during a calendar year. This particular service does not have copays associated with it on this EPO plan. You have to pay for the visit through the deductible and coinsurance. Next, we have a description of EPO prescription drugs. The prescription drug plan has no RX deductible, so there's no deductible required with the prescription drug plan with the EPO. There's two options when getting prescriptions. You can do monthly or mail order. Monthly would be if you had a temporary prescription for something like maybe an antibiotic or maybe a seasonal allergy medication. But mail order is very good for maintenance medications that are used for high blood pressure, heart disease, and maybe even some diabetic medications. With the mail order, you get 3 months supply for 2 months the cost. There's 3 levels of medication, and there's a copay associated with each level. For generic, your copay is $15. Generic means that the original drug manufacturer has lifted the patent on the drug, and they can be made by other pharmaceutical companies at a more affordable cost. Then we have brand formulary preferred medications, and the copay for that is $30 if you go monthly, $60 if you go mail order. These drugs are still being made by the pharmaceutical company that holds the patent. Even though they are brand name, your insurance carrier and the manufacturer has negotiated an affordable cost for them. The last level, which is the most expensive, are brand non-formulary, non-preferred medications. The copay for monthly is $50, and it's $100 for mail order. These drugs are still being made by the pharmaceutical companies that hold the patent. There are no negotiated prices between the carrier and the manufacturer. Please note that this is just a summary of the EPO plan. A full exhaustive description of this plan can be obtained by going into ADP, just like you did for this video. The summary of benefits, which is referred to as the SBC, can be consulted for a complete, detailed guide on this particular plan. You can locate this within ADP. You click on the Resources tab, Forms Library, and you scroll down until you find the SBC for the plan that you're interested in learning more about. I put together an FAQ sheet for this particular plan, the EPO. Again, EPO stands for Exclusive Provider Organization. People often ask, do I need to designate a primary care physician for this plan? No, that is for an HMO. This is not an HMO. You may see the in-network physician of your choice, whether it's a primary care physician or a specialist. What does this mean? The plan has no out-of-network benefits. If you see a provider that is out-of-network, you are responsible for 100% of the charges. People often ask, what do people like about this plan? Why is it so popular? It has the lowest deductible of all plans offered, only $200 for an individual and $400 for family. Nearly 80% of our employees are enrolled in this plan. The copay for a physician or a specialist visit is only $20 per visit. And who is this plan good for? This plan is good for people that need a lower deductible, copay, and out-of-pocket maximums. With this plan, you pay more for this plan because this plan begins paying sooner than the other 2 plans that are offered. I thank you for reviewing this plan with me. We want you to be well informed as it relates to your health and wellness. If you have additional questions about this plan or any other benefits listed below, please contact Human Resources. Again, I'm Joseph Young, the Benefits Manager, and I can be reached at the contact information listed here. Thank you so much.